Hello beautiful people wherever you are, welcome back. It's Anas Kogintu, back again to this kind of the spot here. It's one-on-one live coverage. We're going to be coming to this kind of the position as we're going to be tangling and also commencing this kind of the video and understanding what we're going to be coming out. Much of the people are going to be wondering about what's just at the back side here, what's really popping out here. It's much of the crackatoos and the commencement of the day and also the crinkums of development we're going to be developing here and making sure that we're going to be having so many development. And as far as you see some of the things commenting here, we're going to be talking about we are having something to come out of this kind of the position. Wherever you are, hello internet, and wherever you're watching this kind of the video from, I appreciate and say that kudos and keep in locked as we're going to be drifting and also getting to understand what we're going to be handled at this kind of the moment, at this kind of the position one-on-one. A little bit sunny, but a little bit here, and the drizzling are going to be coming from some stature of a moment here, and far away things going to be developing. Back to the structure, and we understand what's going to be really happening here. You can see much of the white colors here, and you can just really talk about into a real construction going to be coming here. Much of the things here, parking is always guaranteed here, and much of the top masons are always developing and talking about we are waiting for this moment to go, and also to make sure they're going to be getting a wage of a day, yeah? And that is what we're going to be talking about here. Some of the materials already, and to the side some of the bricks are going to be coming at this kind of the moment right now, and a little bit going to be having some shenanigans. You can see the color of this kind of the bricks here, a little bit looking like cracking, yeah, when dry, and you can understand which kind of the soil it was used here, exactly to that kind of the position there. So it's a little bit of a house here that gonna be having like a 3-bedroom, but big one, not like the small the way you can talk about, oh, it's gonna be maybe a local house or whatever. It's gonna be small but so sure bet, and one of the modern house that we're gonna be developing here one-on-one right now. Already talk about the foundation gonna be coming out, as you see. Man of the gentleman there, a little bit the shots are shouting, but things are going to be popping out very fantastic here. So back to this kind of the Esquire, so you can just understand how is the entry. This a small bungalow that's going to be developed here, and from the structure how it is, it's sleeping. It is sleeping. How can we talk about a house is on the ground? Is sleeping on the ground, and a little bit here you can talk about it has a. You can talk about the entrance is going to be this kind of the area. It's going to be having a veranda and also a very good sitting room, which is a sitting room here. And also we have a dining room at the far end there. And also from here, we're going to be having a corridor somewhere here. And we have a kitchen at this kind of the position. There's a master bedroom here. And also there's a corridor that's going to be passing here to get the second bedroom, the third and the fourth from this kind of the position. Already the toilet going to be going to be dug there. And everything going to be done with a simultaneous way, and we talk about everything has to go on very fantastic here. Or even the engineer going to be talking about, let me show you how the work is done here. So I have the engineer is here. Hi man.
Yeah.
How are you?
Fine.
Cool. Show them how to do it, eh? Exactly. So a little bit the areas of a hard pan, the how can I call it? Very hard. And you can see this kind of talk about it's like a maram, very hard maram, and we have to use I don't know how they call this kind of the stuffs. Sururu in English is called what? Maton. Matok. We have to use matok. Matok is some of the people going to be talking about matok in Swahili. Sometimes they can pronounce bad and talk about this the matok here, but in Swahili if you talk about matok somebody can differentiate it with the other things, but not that way. Everything is just up to the site, and we are just making sure that we are making it happen. The boys have democratized to make sure that the work continues with the progress here, and we are now making sure that we can see who is number one and who is the last one here. And the house is going to be constructed very fast to make sure they're going to be competing with time, and people are going to be asking about, oh, whose the house is this one? Don't worry about that one. What we worry is can we be onto the structure and see what's going to be popping out. So as you can now see this kind of the construction, how it's going to be conspiring and how it will be giving us more of the details, how we construct it, and also what do we need at this kind of development, and how is it going to be developed, and how short possible it will be constructed here. But everything will be drifted onto you, and everything will be just carried to your position, so you can just handle much of the matters one-on-one. Yeah, don't worry. I go there for the first time, eh?
Okay.
Do you know how to talk English?
In fact.
You know how to talk? So look at here. You see here?
Okay.
Exactly. So you make it this way. You see somebody from here. You see it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So come in front.
Okay.
Hey, people here English, they're gonna be democratizing. So turn the camera and look at me.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you see me.
Are you ready?
Who?
You.
Guys, it's at the foundation, and the work has to go on.
Okay.
I've seen how the engineer has demonstrated.
You can go on.
Yeah, I can cope up with the demonstration here.
Okay.
And make sure that the work goes on very smoothly.
Very
Gentlemen,
nice.
they're just talking about, the boss can make the work. I can make it, man.
Okay.
Yeah, continue. Don't worry.
Go on, go on.
You want to show me? Yeah.
We are democratized. That is food. Oh boy, you see the work is going very well. You see people are eating very well.
This young man, this place is harder.
Harder, yes. Yes. Can you see, boy? You are trying.
Yeah.
You are trying.
Let me not shorten your work, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Continue.
Hard work.
A hard work pays, eh?
Okay.
Always hard work.
You want me to pay you?
Huh?
Huh?
You want me to pay?
You want me to pay you
To pay me?
for your hard work?
I'm the one to pay or you are the one to pay?
It is just a question.
Oh, just a question.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. I'm helping you.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think some are digging and some are excavating. Like he's using much of the spade. How are you, man?
I'm fine.
English fluent talker. Everything is
I'm
nice.
a joker, English joker.
English joker.
Yes.
What's your name, man?
My name is Peter.
And you understand you are in work, eh?
Yes.
Exactly. So everything is so nice.
Yes.
How is the work now?
The work is going well, good.
It's going good.
Good.
And how is the day? Talk about maybe getting some 2-3 things to do. Maybe this is the one that you're gonna be doing, so they can just get your family eating.
Yes, to earn money, to buy clothes, food,
some stuffs,
yes, and some
or some pocket money. Exactly.
Work.
money.
Man must
A man has to work.
Must have to sweat.
Exactly, extravaganza. That's what we need. I'll always, nobody will work for you. You have to make sure that you're going to be working, as people will talk about. Yeah, he's a hard-working person at this kind of the time. Yeah, so guys, the platform goes on well, and much of them are going to be wondering about, how soon, how is this kind of the things going to be coming out here? It's a way of developing, and we have to develop ourselves and also make sure that everything is moving on as usual, as we're going to be getting where it's necessary. So it's one of the good house there, and I think going to be constructed with a shorter period of time to make sure that everything will be so fantastic here, and people should just be living here with an immediate effect here. So I'm taking over the game to make sure that everything will be representing, and also much of the update will be coming to you. And talking about the materials, we all have this just talk about some hardcore here and some of the ballast they are here, and also we have some trips of some hardcore to make sure that it's going to be supportive. I don't know if there will be enough as far as the engineer who is making it happen, to make sure that he has already analyzed and seen this kind of the materials are going to be coming. Some trips of hardcore they are here, manual, and I think we're going to be working so fantastic here. So already also the ballast going to be at this kind of the position, some sand it's there, and much more. So we're going to be getting to understand how this kind of an area going to be developing, because we need development at this kind of an area, and that's what we are ever looking forward to. So today this is the work a little bit crazy. Since morning I've been looking for the good engineer, and albeit I've not used the one I always use in Nyabuanse, because I'm not in Nyabuanse. I am in a place called Mabera, and that's why I'm just getting much of the stuffs and also developing a new house here. So a little bit we're going to be having much water not far away from the site. The site is here, and also there was a construction of the expansion of the main road, which is here, very near here. The road is very near here. And I talk about when the expansion was done, the excavation of the Maram was done from this kind of the hole here. You can now see this area is now developing. People are constructing houses out of houses here. And this kind of an area, I got it in literally some years ago. And I talk about we have to make sure that everything comes out, and much of the people, not everything should be broadcasted out and talk about this. It's one of the things that we ever did some decades, talk about, not even a decade, some years ago, when I started hustling and knowing what's money, and I had to keep and understand like everything has to come out very fantastic here. So the water is very I talk about very large area of water body, and we're going to be talking about, we're going to be pumping water from here using generators or using the manual money maker pumps, or we can just use some women to withdraw and also get them to the site, because it's a small house but having a 3-bedroom bungalow. And I've seen much of the people are now developing, everybody's talking about let's get forward, and which is making much of the people to hate Ginto. I don't know why, because what I understand is when you accept the development, when you accept this is how the life is, accept it the way it is, and also you'll get forward and also understand what we're going to be popping out here. Much of the people going to be talking about, oh, Ginto, how is it, how ABCD, everything has to go forward, and I said it as usual, not everything will just be broadcasted every time. And I talked about, let me keep quiet with this one, because it's going to be developing very soon as possible, and already we have analyzed and we have now started the construction with an immediate effect here, and everything going to be coming to you live, which is one-on-one as far as you are tuned and also locked in, as I'm going to be also progressing to one of we can call it animal market, as we're going to be getting there some of the green manure, talk about maybe cow dung, to make sure we're going to be facilitating to my biogas production, to make sure that I have to satisfy the hole with a lot of the cow dung, to make sure that everything going to be progressing very well. So as far as everything is in tune, I'll be updating what's going to be coming out and progressing at this kind of the construction, and how we're going to be developing it, as we're going to be following the course and understanding how things going to be popping out here. So it's one of the modern houses going to be developed here, and this is the way forward coming to this kind of the position. Getting back to you in a short while, and this is the way forward of development. Guys, this is the work that we have talked about we're going to be doing here at this kind of the time. And also it's going to be having a very hard pan that I was ever talking about here. And we have to use the mattocks here to get a little bit of the channel that we're going to be running the foundation here. And it has to go 1.5 feet down. But it's going to be getting us a lot of time coping up with it and also digging it out, excavating it out, and we're going to be slowly, but it going to be giving us this kind of the morale today, like we're going to be completing the foundation today, talk about the digging and also forming the foundation links that we're going to be developing, and also getting the hardcore going to be arranged and also getting forward here. So it's one of the good moment that much of the boys have democratized, and this is the job that right now this industry, talk about the construction industry, this is the work that it has employed a lot of people, and they're getting a lot of wages, and also they're going to be developing themselves and catering for their sustainabilities, and also running their homes. Talk about whoever has some of the children, this is the work. It's going to be like a jua kali, talk about the sun work that you can just do here, like an artisan work, and you have to develop and yourself. You can see right now you're going to be in the middle stage of the day, and you can see much of the people, they are subjected themselves onto the lighting here, and they can make it happen, because this is the job that it has got more of the young boys. Talk about people have graduated universities. Talk about right now the schools have closed. This is the job where you'll get so many boys interacting with and also doing this kind of the construction job top handman, some of them are masons, and also working to get a small living to develop their home and develop their own families here. And that's why you see we have subject ourselves. It's gonna be a little bit harder, but it's gonna be getting money. The more it's harder, the more the money, and the more they ever talk about. Yes, for you to agree until you start excavating this kind of the hard pan, you have to talk good about the pocket demand and the so you can just mobilize and also democratize to the job and make sure that the job gonna be getting on and very fantastic here. So that's why you see, and right now it's gonna not have much development because we cannot see it through how it's gonna be, and you can see some of the rooms gonna be smaller. The way I was constructing the house of Mr. Magebo, and much of the people talk about, oh, Gintu looks a bit small, but when it was now constructed from the foundation, we started the brick formation, and it reached a point some people are going to be talking about, oh, Gintu is a very good house, very big house. That's what we're going to be entitling at this kind of the point. It's a very good house, a very big one, and it's gonna be in a way like everything gonna be very, very fantastic. It is a comprising of everything. Talk about the toilets, talk about also there's a digging out or excavating out this kind of an area, which is a toilet, and you're gonna be getting to 15 feet down, but it has reached the hard pan as normal, and they're now gonna be using the mattocks to make sure they're gonna be excavating it deeper. So it will be like a toilet. It will be constructed from down using the blocks, and also and to make sure they're gonna be so hard enough not to collapse sometimes because of the maybe the collapsement, maybe the soil is not hard and such much more. So it's gonna be a very big hole, which is like a 10 by 6 here, and it's one of the one we're gonna be using here. It's on the top side, and talk about the toilet and also much more they're gonna be getting from this kind of the house here. So they will just be, this will be the easiest way to get this kind of the toilet here, so it will be so developed at this kind of the time here. So things are just running. I don't know, I'm gonna be getting some of maybe you can call about some food stuff for them. I see some of them are just looking at me like an empty vessel. So I'm gonna be looking for a little bit of some food so they can just get some bananas here and they eat and make sure that the work continues. And or how do you see it? You need some food.
Exactly.
You have started the work right now and you need some food.
Not right now. Yeah.
Some couple minutes ago.
No. No. It's just going something like 3 hours. You see, this place is too hard.
Too hardcore.
We are very trying, man.
You are trying your best.
Yeah.
Make it happen, because that's where you can get a small wage from,
Exactly.
And also develop yourself a little bit. Why are you touching your waist, man? Any problem? Or you are admiring the content here? Or you are seeing yourself from here and I see you here?
My stomach is empty.
Oh, your stomach is empty?
Yeah.
Oh, let me look for some bananas.
Yes.
And the bananas, you know, monkeys like bananas. So are you a monkey?
Yeah.
You want to be reflecting yourself like a monkey? Monkey-like structure?
Yeah.
Or creatures? Okay, I'm going to be looking for the bananas.
Yes.
Yeah. And why are you standing, man? Or the mattocks are less? Singekuwa sasa umeshaanza kutoka huko. Ama? Huyu si wa hapa? Hauko mboka? Au unasaidia huyu? Oh. Sasa kama ni kumsaidia, si uchukue tu sururu basi. Uchimbe kutoka huko, utakuwa unamsaidia bado. Kutoka huko nyuma. Vile amekuja. Yeah, so guys, it's a work of a day, and I think today we're going to be excavating this foundation, and it will be done by today. So as you can just see, tomorrow but one, we're going to be starting the foundation and also develop it, and much of the people get a work here to do and develop themselves here. So it's a hard work always pays, and that's what I can even talk about and also entitle to many of the people. Much of the people talk about, again too, I would like to see like maybe the work we are just doing here, and making sure that everything is just running so fantastic here. It's the way you possess yourself, it's the way you put yourself into the front yard forward, the more you process yourself and talk about this is what I'm gonna be doing at this kind of the rate, at this kind of the time, and make it happen. And encouragement to much of the boys here. You can never know what is tomorrow, what you're gonna be developing tomorrow, because tomorrow it is coming with its own way and by its own gravity, and you will have to get forward, and that's what I over promise much of the people. The more you do it, the more you go forward. And this kind of the project, a little bit of the history, it was to start before even the G Castle, but I saw let it still relax a bit, and I was now collecting some of the materials slowly by slowly to make sure that I'm gonna be developing and also getting much of the material to the site, which is the best key that I always acknowledge. In a way, like when I talk about I'm gonna be constructing a house, I know I have budgeted myself. Let me start with this, let me start with this. As much as people will be supporting, I'll understand like they will just be, maybe somebody has seen, maybe I've talked about the hardcore is not enough, maybe the sand is not enough. By now I have one trip of sand, and I know it will just get on with it, as still we're gonna be using some cements and some hardcore here, and not yet for the sand. The sand will just talk about it's gonna be in the brick formation, or the brick starting the bricks. Maybe you can talk about the bricks construction. That's when we're going to be using the sand. And also I'm waiting for the tuk-tuk to come, because they're the ones that are bringing much of talk about the bricks here, because where I formulated the bricks from, it's interior, and I can talk about there's no tractor cannot reach there. It's only a tuk-tuk can just reach at that kind of the point, because if you can understand, there's a time I was ever broadcasting for the people who have ever been into this kind of the channel. They understand there's a plot that I had in and I planted arrowroots. So that plot is still, it's there, and I bought it some time ago, and I understand it's gonna be coming out, and also I'm gonna be getting some arrows from there up to this kind of the time. It's a wet area, so I've complied. When you never saw Fight at home formatting much of the bricks, they were there, and they had to make sure that they are formulating the bricks, and already we have already burnt them, and they're the ones that are just coming here. So it's in a cracked dry area, talk about in a clay soil, and that's why you see this kind of the color of the bricks out there just looking like there. So they are coming from that position. So a bit gonna be taking time because it's far away from here, Mabera. So this is a zone of Mabera. I have now ventured into Mabera again to make sure that I'm gonna be comprising myself and talk about let's make it happen back to Mabera again. People were just talking about A, B, C, D. We have to go forward. It's Gintu A, Gintu B, Gintu C, always, and drifting and making it happening out. Congratulations to people who are gonna be congratulating Gintu and talking about Gintu. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, that's the best moment, and I appreciate and talk about let's make it happen, because this is the moment we're going to be developing. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Coming to you in a short while after developing much of the things going to be coming at this kind of the zone right now. Let's work, and the work continues. The work is to get forward. Keep it tuned. Guys, a little bit here, I talked about we have some challenges here. The natural calamity, talk about the rain is now raining a bit, and you can now see from this kind of the side here, it's going to be coming, but this is the nature. We talk about, we appreciate the nature, as the nature going to be nurturing with us. I've seen much of the bricks are already coming to the site here, and I have to get them, welcome them, because a bit right now is so slippery, and anything can just happen because they are coming from so far, and I'm using much of the tuk-tuk to bring the materials to the site, and I don't want any kind of the defect to happen. I have a brother here. Mambo vipi bana? Mambo iko chonjo? Exactly, he's the one who is making sure that some of the cleanness is happening here, because already the site is opened. Nobody knows about how the things are going to become. I've never talked about it. That's why I say a little bit we have to understand how things are going to be coming. This kind of the moment here, and the area is a little bit a larger area that we're going to be developing it here. So a bit we're going to be bringing some shenanigans. Usukumwe, si ndio? Safi, safi. Haya, washa, rudisha nyuma basi. Haya, washa, twende. As these are manual tuk-tuk. Twende. Ala, what is the problem? The problem is Oh, you have to get it too low. Guys, this kind of the tuk-tuk here gonna be raining here, gonna be a problem, slippery. That's why you see. Twende. Yeah, man. Woo, happy. Yeah, guys, a bit raining and it's very serious. And there's another guy who is coming with a tuk-tuk also, and I have to help them that way. And it's a bit the slanting position, and it's very near to the road. The road is there, and the site is here. So whew, it's now becoming too much. Guys, these bricks are so hard and very hard, and that's a utashusha acha ishe sindo. I have to put an off here because everything is happening here. We have to get ourselves shelter from the rain a bit, and we'll continue with the construction here, as we're going to be making sure that we're developing the area. Woo! Everything is possible, guys. Let me get everything running. Yeah. So guys, this site here, a little bit of the briefing. I need in December, 2 months, I should be inside. That's what I talk about. I should have developed it. It should be constructed to the fully in a way that it's only staying. That will be guaranteed here, because everything will just be okay, as we're gonna be making it very quick as possible. That's what we need to make sure that we're gonna be coming out from here exclusively from this position. So everybody now is gonna be getting some shelter, and I'm gonna be using somebody's home here. Talk about my friend's home, so it can just be like a store, which is this home here. It's very near to the site, and it will just guarantee us to have the good moment, and also getting the materials to the site very fast here. So the boys are democratizing here, and everything is so fantastic. So keep tuned. I'm gonna be giving you much of the things as they come, and also as we're gonna be getting some rest here arbitrarily. So everything gonna be coming to you live, one-on-one. Guys, a bit here, it has already rained a bit, and again it's gonna be starting. You can see this kind of the climate from here. It's climatizing, gonna be raining cats and dogs here, but everything has to go possibly, and we have to make sure that we're gonna be having the demarcation, as it's gonna be raining, so as it cannot maybe rub off. Talk about the color, talk about this kind of the calcium they have just used here in terms of the demarcation. So already gonna be coming, and it's gonna be now fully compiled in a way like even it's looking like it's already at night, but it's still 15 in the evening, and they have to make sure that they have to demarcate it, as everything will be just possible here. And it has already rained, as you can see the condition here. It has already rained, and it's now going to be covering all the spots here, and it has already reached here, and even this kind of they're going to be finishing right now to have it here, as they are now getting this kind of the bricks down, and they are carrying 500 bricks per each tuk-tuk here, and which is the maximum they can just carry. If they're gonna be having a good space, they're gonna be carrying more than if only the road is more fantastic here, and that's how it's gonna be. So they have to offload very smoothly, so they cannot be broken, because we are paying for each kind of the brick here, so they can just reach here arbitrarily. Yes, we understand some of the jobs here. We have to understand how the rate is, how everything is just running here. And as I've just told you, it is already raining here, and I think it's only demarcating, and so they can just continue if tomorrow possibly. And this is what we call the natural calamity sometimes, because you can never plan of a day, and you don't know how the day will be. So that's why you see the work sometimes has to stop, and maybe the continuation of the work going to be taking a longer time or a longer period of time. It's because of this kind of the conditions like the rain and much more, and we have to absolutely understand the rate of the rain, and also these the natural things that always happen each and every kind of the time here. So also I'm going to be rushing back to see other projects running at my home, because already the ceiling bodies are underway, and I have to understand what's going to be popping out. The rain doesn't have much of the imperfection, because it will rain now. Whenever it has started the way it is right now, this condition also it's going to be coming with a fog, which is very delicate in terms of the driving and much more, and that is what we're going to be handling at this kind of the moment here. So keep tuned. I'm going to be updating how the work goes, because the day is now ripped off because of the too much rain, and how it's going to be. Everybody's running for the shelter, because this is the nature, and we have to shelter and make sure that everything is more possible, including me. I have to go the way they are just going, so they can just have a shelter. And now I'm going to be getting back home, because when it starts raining, it will not stop, because it will take a couple of hours, and drizzling, which will be taking a lot of hours whenever it's going to be coming off here. But the work will continue as normal, and I will be updating you how the things goes and how the things going to be coming out from this position here. So keep tuned. I'm going to be back to you when everything is so fantastic here. Let's share the moment here. Guys, after too much rain, and it has rained cats and dogs, I've decided to get out of the construction a bit to make sure that I'm going to be getting a bit calmer, and also we're going to be continuing with the job tomorrow, because it has rained cats and dogs. Until right now, it's going to be 3 hours from that actual moment, because when you want to analyze and see from IG Castle here, you want to understand it has rained cats and dogs, you can come to the real conclusion that even I came back home while it was raining, and this hole is full of water, and also the other hole is already getting a lot of water. Still up to right now, it's gonna be filled with much water to that position. So back to the G Castle here, I'm gonna be checking around to understand what's really popping out, because whenever it rains cats and dogs, much of the people also come out and talk about, they talk about maybe this kind of the hidden roofs, they always rain and much more. If you come inside here to see each and every kind of the position, we could find much, or talk about a lot of water, maybe spots here that somebody can talk about, oh, Gintu, it's raining. It doesn't rain to this kind of the house that I built here. Talk about the hidden roof that I'm having at this kind of the area. So we are having still people to the G Castle, talk about the gypsum people who are now handling the gypsum stuff. Talk about this room is the operating room. It has already been sealed properly. And also we have the master bedroom. We are completing all the surfaces that have not been fulfilled. Talk about this was the, we can call it the flower that we have already placed here at the talk about my master bedroom here, and it's gonna be lit in and out. Talk about the snake light gonna be running outside and inside also, to make sure that you're gonna be reflecting so much better. This room is already complete. We are just waiting for the second coating, as it's gonna be developed. Also at this room we are waiting for the second coating, because this is a bathroom and everything is sealed permanently here. So I appreciate, because the movement is so good and nice, and I see the progress is getting. So also here they are completing to make sure that the room is getting more better. So when I come to the other positions, like the other bedrooms, I'm gonna be checking there. Still we are having this kind of the tiles. They are just waiting for its moment to reach, and people can now see one on one. This is the color of this kind of the tiles, how they look like. I'm gonna be having the uniquest, which is a 40 by 40 and a bit expensive, as I said, and also we're gonna be using 100 box. and 50 cements to start, which is the work gonna be commencing on Monday, probably, to make sure that the GCAS are gonna be starting the tiling. That's why I have just told the people who are working and to this kind of the gypsum to work more efficiently, and today is today. Tomorrow gonna be another day. I want them to complete the session and make sure that this week I have already finished this work of only handling the ceiling, and now the next moment they're going to be coming out is to handle the tiles, which is the next project that we're going to be commencing at the G Castle. There's no any other thing will just be handled here. So because whenever we're going to be putting some tiles, I don't want any kind of the disturbances, like whenever they're absolutely talking about, oh, we're going to be coming to climb here, I'm going to be doing whatever. No. And if it will be tiling, because we don't have the moment to again bring here some wheelbarrows, bring this kind of the ladders here, because they might dismantle the tiles, as you understand. So we have to complete everything out, then we remain with only painting and tiling and fixing some of the windows whenever it comes to the time. So after the tiling, now we're gonna be checking about other stuffs like the toilets, and fixing some of 2-3 things that are going to be coming out from the toilet. Bedroom number 3 also, it's in a complete. Also the toilet is in a complete. Every kind of the room right now is in a complete. So we are waiting for only a rectification, as we're going to be now basing to understand what's going to be popping out from the G Castle here. So again, things are not yet, and we are still on the point talking about things have not yet been fixed properly. So I think from December we will be in a position to talk about, okay, where are we running to and what we're going to be doing at this kind of the moment, because we are on the spot. Electrification is about to go there. Already we have electricity here. It's only connecting the wires where necessary to run from the cables, to run from the switches, to run from the sockets, and also the lightings, and also everything will be okay and to this kind of the moment here. So I think from December we're gonna be having things gonna be in a clear format, like this kind of the pillar. It has not yet been repeated, the third coat, to make sure they're gonna be so smooth like this one here, and we are counting much of the coats that are gonna be coming. Also yesterday I saw only something that I will change here. It's one thing, like this kind of the ceiling board, it was placed so hanging, like you can see how hanging it is down, and I'm going to be making sure I'm going to be cut a little bit to be lowered so as it can just reflect the other levels, like this one here, to make sure that you're going to be having the same level for the running lights that will be placed here. All the sockets are only waiting for the fixation, and that will be another triangle work that's going to be commencing here at the G Castle, because also buying this kind of the sockets, talk about lightings and much more accessories like electricity, we're going to be again bouncing with a lot of money into this kind of the G Castle. And the tiling is a bit giving me much of the headache, because we are at the position to handle much of the matters still, and everything will just be compiled at that kind of the moment, coming out more clear and more fantastic here. So already from outside you can now see a bit the skimming. What I like about the skimming here, it's also original, and whenever I talk about it's original, I mean about it's for in and out. Talk about interior and exterior skimming, because whenever it rains or it doesn't do whatever it's necessary, it doesn't fade out or it doesn't leach. Talking about it gonna be coming down like flowing. So it's one of the modernest and also very cool skimming that we have just done here. It's only whenever we're gonna be doing some tiling inside there, we're gonna be coming to finish the other stuffs, like these ones that are reflecting outside here. They're gonna be having some very little lightings, talk about very shallow lightings that are gonna be coming out like the way you can see from that kind of the position. They will be tiled, and where necessary you can just skim to make sure that the G Castle is getting out very nice. And also, which is bringing much of the controversial and much more a headache to this kind of the G Castle, is this kind of the tree. It's only supporting my Wi-Fi cable that's passing above the G Castle, and I think if it could not be the one, I could have already cut down this kind of the tree to make sure that it's not bringing much of the shenanigans. Like on top there we are having so many dirt that is just broadcasted or brought out, or it's just, we can call about the leaf shading and some fruits that are shading from this this kind of the tree, they are now tampering with the roofing system and also the drainage system, which is the water drainage system that is always being tampered with up there. So you can find water clogging and bringing some shenanigans whereby the telenovela will now rise, whereby the leaking of the G Castle can just be commencing, and it will be our own mistakes that we are doing while we know what we have to understand. So coming to the same position where I was talking about that, you can come to conclude, look at this kind of the dirt that is just deposited here. It's only from this kind of a small branch. It has facilitated to have this kind of, the whole fruits have just gathered here and they fall down, making sure going to be dirtifying the G Castle. If it could be going like the way you can see here, it's dirtifying this kind of the roofing, whereby bringing so much dirt into the system, whereby it's the drainage system of the gutter, and it will just bring some shenanigans here, whereby we can have much of the leakage or the leaking of the iron sheets here if they clog for much more. So it gives us regular cleaning, which is not authenticated to our own possibility at this kind of the time. We don't have to have those kind of the things that will give us much of the headache at each kind of the time. So when I'll bring it down or cut it down, I'll make sure that I'm planting there a small tree that's going to be having or bearing much over the shade, but similar to this one. This is so high or taller, but it was so efficient if it could not be having those kind of the leaves droppings and also too much of the fruits falling down, to make sure that it's going to be bringing this kind of the whole the shenanigans here. Also the G Castle on top here, it's very nice. A little bit of the drainage here. Much of the people also walk there, and whenever they come here, it looks like a historical site, because I offer them sometimes to walk and see how the nature is nurturing. That is what I can just call about. Still, we are having the mist everywhere, and you can see how the nature is looking like, because it's raining. It's a rainy season right now. Things gonna be bouncing up. We're never gonna be having an occasion or something gonna be coming up. Then you don't time yourself early in the morning. You might fail, because it's always raining afternoon, and it always commences at that kind of the time. I appreciate, because we are moving still at this kind of the position. We are needing all the ties will just be placed or over. As you can see, the area is now necessary and it's ready to be placed with the tiling. So everywhere it's ready for the tiling, including this kind of area here. It has been skimmed. This is the first coat. We're going to be needing the second coat at this kind of area, and also we have some of the sockets here that will be just offering much of electricity to the top side here. Whenever somebody is relaxing, whenever I'm going to be coming here with a chair, sitting down, relaxing a bit, I'm going to be using the charging ports here to charge my phone or do anything that is not necessary. Even if I'm going to be having a laptop, whatever, I'll be just at the position. Also having a radio on top here, making sure I'm going to be listening to simple music. It's going to be guaranteed at this kind of the moment here. So people are going to be asking also about, again, you're constructing a new house there. Why can't you complete the G Castle first? We go with the options of how we're going to be doing some of the things here. There's a time I started talking to my father, like I'm going to be building a house at the fish ponds there. My father denied and said about, okay, before you build a house at the fish ponds there, make sure that it was an air-framed, air-shaped B&B. And my father talked about construct a home house first that will guarantee you have a house at home, then other things will just follow its own course. So I've decided to go to Mabera again and start there my house, not talking about how it's gonna be coming. Arbitrarily I had that kind of a dream, but it's gonna be coming. It's for the business and making sure they're gonna be launching much of the businesses once and for all, and also handling much of the matters as they come. That will be so effective coming from that kind of the site, and also having much of the projects to run. Because as far as everything is in concern, we have people who are talking about, Gintu, you can never make this, you can never make this one here. It's just talking about we have the capability. It's only we are lacking the fluency of getting forward, or somebody to get us to the momentum of talking about how can I make this, how can I go up to this, and what am I going to do after this, after this, after this. It's only such kind of the way, and we're going to be moving forward from that kind of the possible way forward. So a bit crazy right now, and so cold a bit, and it's a chilly evening right now, and the good effect of today, I'm gonna be appreciating because much of the people have been giving Gintu much of the encouragement and also hope. I'm talking about, yeah, let's join our hands and also fulfill what has to come out. Much of the people have ever seen this kind of the G Castle, and they have seen it more and more times. And still, I have another house that I'm constructing here. Talk about my mom's kitchen, which is getting very nice. I'm gonna be getting there so they can just see what I mean from that position, so as they can just understand what I mean from each and every kind of the time, because we have the work to do, and if we don't do it, we're gonna be talking about what am I doing at this kind of the time, what I'm gonna be doing at that point. It's gonna be a little bit of a headache. Manu, unadai shingapi? 1000. Sasa hiyo ni yenye umepiga na haijakauka.
Hadi hiyo tu
ya kufanya nini? Ingine ni gani? Ingine ni gani?
Nasema hiyo. Sasa hiki kauka tutajipanga sasa.
Sasa unanidai mpaka yenye umepiga leo na hatujui kama itakauka ama itakauka.
Jana nilifanya, leo nilifanya.
Sijakataa. Lakini si ni mbichi. Utajuaje kama itakauka? Kwa sababu tutahesabu tofali kiingia.
Sio tunajua.
Hai.
Au namna gani?
So paying a little bit. Nakuja. Nakuja. I'm coming. Yeah. So guys, we are having more of the things to handle here a little bit. Check fundi. Hey fundi. Mlikuwa mtatumia mbao kesho ama leo?
Sasa hata sisi imefika watu. Acha zikuje kesho.
Zikuje kesho.
Ama zikuje leo zilale huko.
Si ndio? Kesho zisonge mbele. Yeah, nataka uchukue mbao. Guys, I want to take some timbers here so they can just go for the machine. Uende urande mbao. Sasa chukua huko mbao za hizo za ceiling. And uchukue twende. Guys, I have so much timbers here also, and I want to go. They want to go to the machine because the ceiling board guys, they need to use them a bit, and we have to make sure we're gonna be preparing for tomorrow. Before tomorrow gets, we have to make sure that we are at that position to handle the tomorrow's work. So I want them to take. These are the ceiling. I've already prepared even for the ceiling board. Some people are going to be asking about how is it possible. I always prepare things before I get to that position. Because here, they think it's food, eh?
Yeah.
Exactly, they think it's food time. So, yeah, take some timbers here.
How many are they?
Take like 6. Utaweza. So these are 3. So take another ones that are 3, like this one here. And they will be separated. They're 2 by 2, eh? These are 2 by 2, yeah. And I want them to go when do rand side zote, then zikatwe. It will be now one by 1.
1 by 1.
1 by 2. Because here it's 2. Let it be cut at the middle, so it will be 2 by 1.
1, 2.
Yeah, they will be cut all of them at the middle, so to be 1 by 2. So take another 6 to be 6. No, hii imejikunja. Yeah, chukua hiyo iko sawa. Ama iko na manani? Iko sawa. Ama uende na hii iko chini.
Gani?
Hii. There are so many. Ama uende na hii iko na 3. Guys, these are the ceiling board timbers and I've already prepared for them. Yeah, hiyo siko sawa. Enda na hiyo. Ama ungechukua na nyingine pia.
Tulisema
tusidoubt, si ndio?
itakuwa 9.
These are 10 by 6, which is 60 by 2, which is 120 feet. So we're gonna be making sure that tuongeze zingine basi mbili. Si itakuwa sawa ama hiyo ni nzito? Tuongeze zingine. Oh, juu nilikuwa nataka pia ya bed. Chana na hiyo. Chukua nyingine ya 3. Si ndio hiyo hapo? Chukua nyingine ya 3. Hiyo. Hiyo si iko sawa? Iko sawa? Yeah. Yuko sawa, ama uongeze moja sasa? Okay. Haya. So itoke one by two, eh? So it's a 2 by 2. They have to get out with a 2 or 2 by 1 exactly whenever they are cut at the middle. So chukua ingine ndio hiyo chini, ama hiyo ni mbaya. Imekatika mbele. Songeza hizi hivi. Hivi. There are so many timbers. There are so many timbers here. So we have to select the best one that we can just use. Yes, ni mingi. I don't want to go a coast again because you have to select the best one. Select the best. Which one is the best? Gani? Sawa, chukua hii. Yeah, go with that one. Yeah, there are 4, eh? No problem. Now go with those ones. So and as he's just preparing for that one, and we have also other timbers here. Talk about we have a 3 by 2, and they're just for the roofing, and also we have a 4 by 2. These are 4 by 2. This is 2 by 4, which is a 3 by 2, and the 3 by 2 is for the upper purlins, and talk about the 4 is to make sure we're going to be doing the other gauges there. So that's how we have just already prepared ourselves for the roofing of my mom's kitchen, because we have to prepare well for that section to reach. And people are going to be talking about how we're going to be making things to come. I have always prepared for it. When I brought this kind of the chips, to make sure that they're going to be pouring the concrete for the concrete gut of my mom's kitchen. And also they're going to be doing, talk about sealing up the position of the roofing of my mom's kitchen also. And also right now, again, we are preparing for this kind of, you can call it the biogas, and we are preparing for it also. So every time I am at a long position, talk about whoever is talking about, oh, how we're going to be doing this, how we're going to be doing this. I am already at the front yard to make sure that whenever you will need it, I'll be in that position to offer. So it's only coming for my mom's kitchen to deal with it perpendicularly and handle much of the matters. I think from Monday, as we're going to be demobilizing for the tiling, also are going to be coming to my mom's kitchen also, to make sure that we're going to be commenced a bit from this kind of the position it is. So it has stayed here for a little bit longer, and we're going to be handling much of the matters here. Very fantastic. I'm going to be getting to the top to understand, is it drying up, is it having any kind of the postcoms, intercoms, or what is really going to be coming out here. Woo! I'm going to be getting to the top here and understanding what going to be coming out from the position. Yeah, man. So already it's dried up, and this is a concrete gutter for this kind of the house. It's similar to others. I think the roof is gonna coming from there and joining here, so it will be a short roofing because it has been placed at the middle edge of the house to make sure they're going to be collecting all the sections coming closer and coming to this kind of the gutter. So it will be draining its own water to this kind of the further point here to make sure that we're going to be getting back to the main hole, which is at the back of this kind of the houses here. So that will be the finest and also the coolest moment that we are doing. Where naenda nakuja? I'm coming to town. Eh? Uko kwa petrol station. Eh? Exactly. So guys, everything's so nice. So it has already dried, and it's on this Sunday. It will be now fully to be removed all this kind of the formwork, and it will now be ready to be constructed on top, and also some of the tiling will also be placed here, because whenever you will be dealing with the G-Council, the tiling and also wherever they will just be remaining will be subjected to this kind of the gutter to make sure that the work continues very, very fantastic here. So this is the improvement of just doing here a bit and also handling much of the matters as they arise and to this kind of the position. So appreciations to for the people watching, because as you watch this kind of the videos, we are able to do the development and also run our families, because right now I'm gonna be the person who is handling much of the matters, including the family members, and making sure that right now I'm just the old person here and handling much of the matters concerning the home and the family, and making sure that I'm the father right now here handling much of the matters. So keep tuned, because as you give into encouragement to watch much of the videos, we ever get the encouragement to do other things coming out more possible. I have my friends here who are always talking about to get to the shout out in the evening, as I'm going to be giving them a little bit of the shout out one-on-one. Where's the boy here? Where's the boys here? I'm going to be giving them, you talk about whenever you're having the local boys here, we're going to be making sure that you're going to be giving them a little bit of the shout outs each and every time of the day to improve them also. Whoever going to be subscribing, subscribe to them and support them so that they can just cop up and be like Gintu, because as far as everything is in concern, things are going to be coming out. Always at the section. Hi, man.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very fine.
Everything is nice?
Everything is
the
good.
Second day again, Nyabuanse.
Yes, the second day.
And the trigger is to make sure that you're going to be growing the channel and also making sure that people are going to be supporting, so you can just groove together and make it happen.
Yes.
And calling himself
Keboe 254.
Keboe 254. And guys, what I always understand is consistency. Whatever comes is consistency. Always is the best method for us to use. Like one of the time I always talk about, whenever you're gonna be running a race, and you be the person who is having a very high speed, but you are going at a different direction, and others are going very slow, but at the right direction. Yes. Who is a winner?
That one who can be very strong with the right direction.
With the right direction.
Yes.
That is what I always understand. Yes. Because every time that we come out, consistency and talking about this is the right station, or this is the right direction I'm going to be going, we shall meet at the far end. Even if you go with the whatever race, but you will reach. It's like the tortoise. It will go very slow, but far distance. Yes. And you talk about, the rabbit going to be going so quickly, but it will be tired. And whenever you talk about, let me relax here a bit, then it will just wake up the time it has gone, the muscles are muscling, and it will already be bypassed with the tortoise. That is the race we are talking about here. So welcome, bro, and always groove and make it happen. Eh? Yes. So always tomorrow is another day. Yes. And that's what I always encourage much of the people. Tell them whatever you want to say, man.
So guys, my name is Keboe 254. I'm just come from Kehancha.
Yeah.
It's a very several distance from here.
Exactly.
So I'm here with Gitu. Yesterday we were here. The other day I were here. Then today I'm here. So kindly guys, go and subscribe to my channel, Keboe 254. And also welcome to Gitu family. I love this family. You also see some of you have responded already. I really say thank you.
Exactly.
So let us grow together and we enjoy this journey together.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's coming from a far distance, and you understand he told us much of the story, talking about he was a mining guy, and he found a terrible and a tragic things that were occurring to the mining section, and he had to quit and talk about the health is more important, and also the life is more important, because he doesn't have so big people talking about, oh, we're gonna need you to be this and to be this, subject to yourself. Right now is a rainy season.
Yes.
It's a very delicate and very dangerous, yes. Because it's a very watery. Today I was launching a new house, and I want to build a new house here in Mabera. Yes. And arbitrarily, the boys who I was having there, talk about the handman, who are digging the foundation, they were talking about, this kind of the rain right now, even me, I saw but I come to this kind of the construction because it's raining too much water inside there right now. Yes. And he was even digging a foundation there, telling me like, bro, there I cannot go back there right now, because whenever the rain season, like right now it's raining, it's very dangerous for the collapsing, and deaths are so high. Yes. We can never know because we are not interested with the mining, but there are people who are dying daily.
Yes, That's the
daily tragic is there.
Yes.
But you can never know. People were outside there, we don't know.
Yeah.
But people who are there, they know there's a funeral in somebody. Oh, yesterday you heard about a collapsing in one of the halls here.
Yeah.
Oh, yesterday we heard about this. Oh, ABC, there's so much things here.
Yeah.
And such kind of the things are the ones that have lured Keboy 254
Yeah.
to talk about, let me launch myself into the YouTube platform, which is a straightforward platform that gives people the hope and also encouragement. The good thing is you're going to be abroad and people going to be checking what you're going to be doing and how you have subjected yourself unto development.
Yeah.
Support Keboy, Keboye
Yes.
254. Keboye 254.
Yeah.
And support, subscribe, like, share, comment,
Yes.
and groove him to the success.
Yeah.
That's the very best. I have another gentleman here.
Yeah, man.
Hi, man.
I'm so fine.
How is everything?
Everything is good.
Hey, you are looking like there's a person who was in football. I don't know how
Yeah.
can I, Mofar,
Yeah,
something like that one. So how are you, man?
I'm so good.
What's your name, man?
My name is in my YouTube channel is the underscore Mago 001. That is my YouTube
Underscore.
Mago.
It's underscore.
Yeah, man. It is underscore.
Uh-huh.
So you can write
Mago.
underscore Mago 001.
Mago is M-A-G-O
G-O and then 001.
001.
Yeah, man.
It's underscore Mago 001.
Yeah.
Mago, M-A-G-O. That's it's underscore Mago, and subscribe, like, share, and groove him to success. Subscribe there, support him, and we are always supporting our local talents, our local people who are growing, and we understand the YouTube. We are far away. Who will be there to cover the space that we ever covered? They are them, and that's what we talk about. Let's support them and also groove with them. Subscribe. It's Mago, M-A-G-O 001. You have something to say?
Let me say that subscribe my YouTube channel and share with others. Support me to make 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
That is why I want to.
Why are you clapping?
Because that is my kindness.
Exactly. So it's called It's Mago, and subscribe there, comment.
Yeah.
He has been there with my sister's channel, and it's Kate Sigano, and they have been there performing, bringing you much of the content. I think it's not the first time you're checking this kind of the face. It's represented there every time.
Exactly.
Keep growing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, don't give up, eh?
Yeah.
Exactly. We have another gentleman here. Hi, man.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Everything is nice?
Everything is
Not the first time here. He has been here since last year, and I think not last. Yes, last year.
last year.
And he was representing. Much of the people knows him. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's underscore Ragma here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kindly subscribe to my channel,
Yeah.
watch my videos,
Yeah.
comment, and also share.
Exactly. He has been there during the banana session, and you understand during kind of the time of the banana, calling himself Ragma. I think we were having some of much of. I think the breaking. I have not even started launching this kind of the G Castle during that time. Huh?
Yes.
And he was a schoolboy. Right now, you are now in form.
I went to Form 4,
You are now to Form 4. During that time, you were going to Form 2.
to Form 3.
No, the last time
I was going to Form 3.
you are going to Form 2. You don't recall yourself.
No.
No, you
was
remember
last
it was
year.
in 2024, not 2025.
Yeah, it's
You don't recall, man.
It was 2024,
2024. So 2024, you were in Form,
Form 2.
going to Form 3 now.
Yeah.
So exactly. So you were in Form 2. So right now you are Form 3 getting to Form.
Getting to Form
Mungu. Short, precise, and bearded. Eh? So I don't know whenever you're going to be reaching. How many years are you?
18 years.
18 years.
Yeah.
So whenever you're going to be getting to 30, you'll be already, your face will be covered in marshmallow. He's talking about, yeah man. Exactly. Keep on pressing. It's Ragma.
It's underscore Ragma.
It's underscore Ragma.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Why can't you call yourself Ragma? Is there somebody who is using that account already?
That account? No.
If there's no one, remove it. Let it be Ragma.
Okay.
Exactly.
I will do it.
Exactly. Is there any person who is using it's underscore Mago, or is there somebody who is Mago?
There is many people I can see. they
Calling
use-
themselves Mago.
Yeah.
Why can't you call yourself also Mago or I am? Not also talk about I am Mago. Not sometimes that it's I am Mago or only Mago.
Let me look that one.
Yeah, look ahead for that one and make it happen. Let it be very short. You understand, whenever you talk about it's underscore, somebody can talk about what is underscore. Somebody can even write there, it's underscore, Reta underscore. But the underscore is that small Kadash. And you call yourself I am Mago or only Mago and make it happen. Very short, only Mago. And move. Exactly. He's calling himself Keboy 254. Very short name. Yeah, and make it happen. Exactly. So we are grooving together and we say congratulations and also respect to each kind of the people and praying for you wherever you are, whoever is sick. We are talking about early reposition as you're going to be healing up and also getting to develop the nation as we groove together as a team. Keep it tuned. Respect to you as we're going to be ending this kind of the video from this kind of the position. As I say, one-on-one live. Hello, internet. Respect always.